Hello, and welcome back to I'm Really Thirsty, so I'm going to have this drink first. We haven't even named this yet, have we, really? Fitness show.
I got nothing at the moment. Give me a
I
second.
can tell, mate, yeah. If you notice how the colours match our attire, I got blue. Yours is same colour as your hair.
There we go.
Very nice. That wasn't planned, but cheers, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Raining it up. So, if you haven't clicked away, congratulations. We are, why did I say we? My name is Sam, and I am a coach at Elite Transformation Project. And I help men push past plateaus, lose body fat, get the stubborn areas off, keep it off, and just look fucking sick, mate, to be honest with you. What's your name, mate?
I'm Cal. You can find me on Instagram at Cal Spencer Training. Say it just down below. And I help men who are at the start of their journeys, they're not really too sure whereabouts to start, what to do, and I show them the way. So.
Just realised you're wearing flip-flops.
They can't see that.
That's a vibe I've got, not flip-flops. Wouldn't mind wearing some of those. Anyway, I'm going to get into topics. Sorry, lads.
Flip-flops or...
Flip-flops, mutton chops. So today's episode, you probably read the title. How to make £1 million... No, it's today's title is how to lose weight and actually keep it off. I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a little while because I think it affects everyone. Everyone that's trying to lose weight, they generally go about it a certain way and then they don't really lose weight and keep it off. And there's nothing more annoying than going, I've made some progress. There it goes, it's gone. So I normally rant and chat a lot before my man Callum gets to say any words. So here's the mic, mate. Go on.
Here's the mic. So
drop some facts.
Yeah, dropping some facts. So, I mean, ultimately I think it comes down to people do something and within their training program, maybe there's a few things which they are 100% happy with. So then they lose all the weight, but it's not sustainable. So they end up falling back to a place. They end up falling back to a place where.
Sorry, the ghost gains.
I thought someone was about to come in. No. So if your program isn't sustainable, you're not doing something which you enjoy. Ultimately, you are going to just end up going back to old habits, and I think this is why it's so important to have a somewhat flexible plan. You're going to have to do some things where maybe is a bit out of your comfort zone, but I mean, I don't want to go on too much, but it's one of the reasons we say about tracking your food, because you don't have to cut out certain things you enjoy. So ultimately, you never fall back eating too much and gaining all that weight and losing the progress you've just made.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking more along the lines of the flexibility to help the sustainability, which is a big part of it, because a lot of people, it happens one of two ways. They either lose the weight because they've gone extreme, so they've just dropped all their calories, done something stupid like keto, scales go down because they haven't had any carbs, or they have loads of food around Christmas and then they stop eating for a little while and the scale weight goes down. Either way, it goes down for some random bullshit reason that's not really anything to do with fat loss. Or it might be fat loss because you might have been dieting, right? But the point being is it was short term based on something you can't sustain for a long time, such as, I just skipped dinner and breakfast for a while. I just went keto. I didn't eat carbs. That's not going to last 6 months, a
year. You don't eat carbs, do you? We're
not going on from the side tangent yet. But it's not going to last. You're not going to be able to keep up with that for like 6 months or a year, depending on how long you need to lose weight for, right? A lot of people wait for 10 weeks before summer. But point being is you're not building progress. You're not doing anything to keep the results and build sort of a snowball effect or a compound effect. So that is the main thing I want to talk about, because a lot of people lose weight from just cardio, salads, and eating slightly less. And it's a great place to start. Everyone talks about it. That's when you think weight loss, you think salad.
Get on a treadmill.
Or eat healthy. I won't have any sugar in my tea. 16 calories. That'll sort it out.
It's life changing.
Bollocks with it. It won't. It's bullshit. Everyone says it all the time. It pisses me off. I had 3 sugars today, just to tell you. Yeah. 1 white, 2 brown. Anyway, so white's the savoury, brown's dessert. Peep show. But yeah, where was I? Let me pick this back up.
Fucking hell.
Stop swearing, man. That's fine. It's YouTube. We ain't going to make any money on YouTube, are we? It doesn't matter. Anyway, yes, so your shit diet and your shit training. So, yeah, everyone goes, eating a salad, going to the gym, doing some cardio, it's better than nothing. Is it? I never want to knock anyone for making the effort. Like, I see people in the gym, they train like shit, but they're in the gym and they're putting the effort in, and you're not going to know what to do first thing. So fucking genuinely brilliant. But every time I speak to a man, they're like, yep, I lost 20 pounds, but I put on 40. Well, whatever you didn't fucking work, did it? Because it went backwards. It either wasn't sustainable, or it was just too dramatic, or some silly trend or some fad. But if you just run and do cardio and just eat less food, you'll lose weight. But when you stop doing that, it comes back on because you're putting more calories back into normal. You're not spending the calories on cardio anymore, so you put the weight back on. That is generally where people go wrong. Shall I start? I'm gonna talk about the solution then.
Oh, you carry on.
I'm gonna chop all bits out for this, so don't worry. So I'm gonna let you.
Thank you. It's like, I think one of the reasons why a lot of people fall to the cardio, and I had this conversation with someone.
Nothing wrong with cardio.
No, nothing wrong with cardio. You've got to look after the ticker.
It is shit.
That's what caffeine's for. You don't have to run. You just make your heart work with caffeine.
That is not advice. Do not take that.
But I was having this conversation with someone this past week, and they said that they're going to get back into the gym. They made. I was giving them advice. It wasn't a quote unquote actual client.
Yeah.
But it was just so
we're nice guys. We do answer DMs and help people.
It's not all about money.
Yeah.
But if you want to send me some money, please do. But no. And
50p for that time I sat in your car and the petrol was on for like 30 seconds, wasn't it?
Inflation makes 75 now.
Oh, fucking hell.
And interest. Just give me £1.
All right.
So, but no, this guy, I sort of helped him out and got him into the gym, gave him a actual gym plan. Nice. Made some fantastic progress within a short amount of time. Like, seriously, like noticeable progress. And then sort of work got in the way. He stopped it a bit. And he said to me the other day, he's like, Callum, I'm going to get back into the gym. And I was like, mate, that's fantastic. He said, yeah, I'm just going to look a bit at what I eat and do some cardio. And I said to him, look, why do you want to do that? He said, well, excuse me. He said, I don't quite know why really. He said, but that's where I feel
it's just the default, isn't it?
And I said, look, I know him well enough to be blunt. And I said, look, I'm just going to say this. You're justifying doing something you find uncomfortable. The time you're putting in doing that cardio, you know you can make so much more progress because you've done it already.
It's just, it's easy and simple. It's better than nothing.
And don't get me wrong, I used to justify stuff all the time. But if
we're talking from experience, we're not trying to act all high and mighty. Like all the stuff we're talking about is stuff that we've done wrong. We're not going, I actually made a mistake, I'm better than everyone. No, we are idiots that have been idiots long enough to stop being idiots. So we want to save you from being silly.
Don't be previous us. And I mean, the best way to catch yourself is if you're making reasons or excuses to not do something, you're justifying why. And that's the thing you probably should be doing to make the most progress.
So what's more useless than Dogecoin?
Keto.
Excuses coin.
Keto and excuses.
Fucking useless, mate. No, there's no value to an excuse. It doesn't even matter if the excuse is valid. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, I didn't go to the gym because it's raining. Right, one, that's shit. But so what? Even if it was raining fire, if you could work out at home. An excuse is completely pointless. I understand, some people are genuinely busy. I'm not trying to say, you can make time. I know that's hard. It is hard. But it's not an excuse. No. Because it doesn't serve you. An excuse just says, hey, here's a reason for you not to do it. And you go, oh, great. Well, I won't bother then. Yeah. How's that helping you? It doesn't help you. Get your excuse, take a hot, steaming piss on it, Andy Frisella, and fucking and find a solution. Even if you do like half of what you were going to do, it's better than not doing it. Okay, it's not better than nothing, but it's better than making it excuses. Yeah. But when you said earlier you said to him, he wants to lose weight. He was doing really well, but then life gets in the way, which does happen. That's why it has to be sustainable. But life gets in the way, and then the default was to go, I'm going to eat a salad, and I'm going to go for a run, do some cardio at the gym. I've never, ever, ever, ever heard someone say that, and they then proceed to get results. Never, unless they make a complete change to that. Excuse me. I can edit that out for the clips, but it's on YouTube now.
On YouTube. Everything's on YouTube.
Should I edit it out? Am I grotesque? I'm sorry. If you watched it this far, drop a like, subscribe.
We're normal people.
And leave a comment saying, nice burp, mate, with an 8. And if you do that, and you actually watch it this far, I will... I don't know, mate.
Click the link in Sam's bio and you'll find something there.
Yeah. Plug that lead magnet. Go on, get my nutrition dumpling. Sorry, I will shut up and let you speak, mate, because I've got things to say. Basically, I had a friend that said to me, I want to say 10 years ago, maybe longer, I'm not going to do the weights. I'm going to do some cardio. Start again. He goes, I'm not going to do the weights. I'm going to do some cardio first. And guess how much progress he's made in the 10 years?
None.
0. Why? Because he didn't do it long enough. It didn't work. He didn't get results. He lost motivation and just quit. Why did he say, oh, I'm going to do cardio and I'm going to do diet first? Because it takes no thought power, no real commitment, no effort. So you're not going to get the results. So don't default to the easy, quick option. Find what's going to work best for you and find a way to make it work in your lifestyle. What was you going to say?
I just want to quickly go on a tangent about what you're speaking about. I'm sorry, but cardio is boring as fuck. Like, if you're going to go to the gym...
If you're running with a podcast player, I get that, that's fine.
Yeah, but for
if you go to the gym...
Even just 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Like, with a training plan, you can have so much variation. You can still go outside and get some fucking fresh air, still get your walks. But, like, people are just using that because... And it's fine if you're a bit uncomfortable when you haven't done weights before, or maybe you go into a new gym, you don't know where the equipment is. I get that. But, again, these are your justifications, your excuses. Cardio is not fun. And when you look at anybody...
That is subjective, because some people might like it, but if you're doing something boring...
If you want a whole plan to change your body composition for like a minimum of 12 weeks, are you going to go to the gym 3 days a week minimum for 12 weeks?
No.
I know it's subjective, but I think the majority of people will find that they don't keep that up.
If they're training for like a sport, or they want to improve their running, or they like marathons, that's fine. But then those people aren't generally trying to do it to get in shape. They're trying to do it for fun and performance and as a hobby. If you're going, right, but let me just clarify, because I don't want to waste anyone's time. We are here for body composition changes, body transformations. We're not here to help you run 5K. Yes, you might be able to do that off the back of working with us or taking our advice, but it's body transformation. Callum works with people that have never done it before and they need somewhere to start and they need to get the right things done properly. People come to me for something similar, but generally when they've hit a wall, they've tried it or they've lost their results, or they just really want to just get literally a head-turning transformation. The reason we're so strong, like, oh, okay, cardio is not the best, is because we know for a fact that's not going to serve our clients the best way, because it's not the best way to get those results. And
the fact that's the first thing they're going to jump to.
Yeah, it's going, oh, right, well, I want to get in shape, so I'll just do what the silly man with curly hair on TV said. Jump around in your living room and eat my fucking recipe book and pay me loads of money. Do you get in shape? Don't care, give me your money. That's what they do. That's what they do. But I'm going to try to sort of tie this all around to the whole point of this video, and I really want to make sure that these videos are entertaining, but also just genuinely helpful. Genuinely helpful.
No space.
Is it still going now, or does that mean it's chopped?
It may be chopped, but...
That's fine. So the camera cut off, because Callum said we had 40 minutes on there, and apparently we had 10. So picking up where I left off, saving the best till last, is I want these podcasts to be genuinely helpful. So what is the solution to losing body fat but actually keeping it off? And I'm going to get straight into it. You need to get stronger. The reason being is if you're just doing running and cardio, your body has no reason to keep more lean mass. So your body doesn't need as many calories to sustain itself. So if you're getting stronger, if you're gaining a little bit of muscle and you're training in a way that requires muscle, lifting weights, machines, whatever, then your body's going to have a favor towards holding lean mass. So you're going to drop body fat faster if you're in a calorie deficit, of course. If you're getting enough protein, you're going to sustain your muscle. And then when you go to sleep, your body's recovering from those workouts, which requires more calories. So not only do you burn more calories long term, but you're also what I like to call building progress. Mm-hmm. So you're compounding your efforts over time. So I have clients that will do it this way. They will track their calories, track their macros, train in a certain way that recruits muscle. And then they go, oh, I'm going away for a week. What should I do? I'm like, cool, enjoy it, because you've trained so hard leading up to this. When you eat all that food and relax, it's going towards recovery. You know, if they did it for a month, of course they'd start to gain weight. It's not, I'm not trying to bullshit you. And they come back and go, damn, I look great. Damn, Daniel, damn shit, Daniel. They're like, wow, look at this. And I'm like, exactly. So, but if they went, oh, I did some cardio, I spent 200 calories, but I ate, 800 more, then ain't going to work then, is it?
I'm happy and I hate my life because I'm doing cardio.
Exactly. But you lift weights, you can do cardio as well. It's still healthy, it's still good, and it will increase your, VO2 max. It will also increase your ability to perform and recovery and fitness and conditioning. It is still good to do. Yeah. But I had one client, he's still my client now, shout out Luke, legend. Which Luke though? You know which one you are.
Hot tub Luke.
I got a couple of... Yeah, well, hot tub Luke, what's that?
Well, I didn't want to doctor.
Well, you met him in a hot tub.
I didn't...
Yeah, you met him in a hot tub. Yeah, that's hot tub Luke.
I knew him before.
That's your new nickname, mate. You went into Lanzarote. I'm not going to let that one drop. Hot tub Luke.
I met him at the cathedral, out of all places.
Cathedral Luke. Holy Luke, right. Luke, sorry mate, if you're watching this,
Art thou Luke?
if you're watching this, drop the phrase that we kept saying last time in that hot tub. There's actually quite a few of them, but anyway, we're talking bollocks now. So my client Luke, he was one of my first clients ever. He lost his weight, looked really good. He got in shape. He's like, cool, I'm done. And then I spoke to him like 2 years later. He goes, "Hello, mate. You know, you said not to just do cardio." Well, I did, and now I've lost my muscle and gotten fat. And I was like, I don't want to say I told you so, but yeah. And now he does cardio for fun, goes for a run, does rock climbing, which is trendy now for some reason, and he lifts weights, and he eats loads of food, and he's killing it, and we're going on holiday soon, and he's going to look shredded, and I'm definitely going to take photos of him, no homo, and show off, hey, look what he did, because he's a G, he's a legend. So point being is there's nothing wrong with cardio, but if you want to lose body fat and keep it off, you must build your capacity to have more calories, increase your BMR, basal metabolic rate. And the long-term way of doing that is gain muscle, get stronger, drop your body fat, okay? I'm always going to plug it because I've got a nutrition blueprint. It's no magic. I'm not trying to go, oh, wow, there's the 6 steps to being fucking shredded, bruv. Excuse me. I am terrible.
This stuff is...
Does anyone like me? Because I wouldn't. Actually, no, I think I'm great. Anyway, so this is the worst call to action ever. Subscribe, like. Every time I burp, that's when you got to remind to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the nutrition blueprint is I call it that, but it's basically how to work out your calories, how to get your macros correct, and sort of the process of adjusting it. It's the same process I take my clients through, but there's no point giving advice if I can't give you practical, tangible things to do. So go and get that, download it. It's completely free. If you've got any questions about it, drop me a message at Elite Transformation Project on Instagram. But you can use that to get your calories set up. And the reason I'm telling you that is if you get that right, and you train with resistance, and it's got to be around your schedule. You don't need to be in the gym for 2 hours. If you're in the gym 3 days a week, every muscle group, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and progress with it, you just cannot go wrong. You know, it's easier said than done, but that is the core principle. I know so many people that go out and run every day, starve themselves, eat boiled chicken out of a tub that smells like farts, and they're like, oh, I lost 10 stones. Like, yeah, that's because you haven't had any carbs. And then they go back to normal because obviously that's not sustainable. And then bam, they're like, oh shit, it ain't working. Oh, next year I'll try again. Oh, summer's come in, I'll try and lose some weight. No, do it right the first time, build your capacity, and then you can have a real nice time walking around eating ice cream and feeling damn good about yourself.
Yeah. I just want to touch on what you were saying earlier as well. Like when you were saying about how when you do cardio, like you're not going to keep as much muscle. The way I view it is it's because the body has evolved over time for survival. And if you are needing to go long distances, i.e. your cardio, it's not beneficial to keep all that muscle.
Bingo,
whereas
mate.
if you are lifting...
Hit the nail on the head with that.
Thanks, man. Then if you're lifting like weight of a certain sort, your body's going to adapt and go, okay, we need to recover and be able to continue lifting this weight. So...
It's common sense. It's adaptation.
And
what you do, your body adapts to.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I also want to touch on, I don't fully hate cardio. One of my main clients, he actually came to me from a running background. And you never guess what happened after he started lifting weights with me.
He went on a run.
He did. And he found that his running time was actually better than it was previously because he'd given himself a bit of recovery for sure, but also because he developed some of his muscles which he needed to
Which will increase performance. Your body's, you're just more conditioned to perform.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to lose body fat and you're struggling with it, drop me or Callum a message, leave a comment, whatever it may need to be, that's not right, whatever you feel necessary. But the core principles are get stronger, slight calorie deficit, get enough protein in to keep your muscle. If the calorie deficit's too mad, a lot of people do this as well, they just suddenly go, oh, I need to lose weight, right, bosh, 800 calories. You're not going to be able to stick to that long enough. You're going to feel like shit. It's going to mess up your hormones. Your digestion's going to be rubbish. You're not getting enough protein or calories to sustain muscle, so you're going to lose muscle. And the second you drop off and go back to normal, which is inevitable, you're going to gain it all back because you now just fucked yourself.
And lastly, for you guys, like you may want to cut this out, your dick may not work either.
Yeah, if your calories are too low, mate, so's the dick. It's too low. It's true. It's true. If your calories are too low, it's just not sustainable. It's not healthy.
Low calories, low dick.
Most of my clients diet on 2,000.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Right? Very rarely will it go lower than that. It's normally very short term.
Yeah.
2,000 is quite high for a diet typically. Some of them are on 2-4. But if you train right and you've got your macros right, you'll do right, okay? The reason people might think 2,000, that's way too low, too high, it's because the general, information out there is rubbish. And a lot of people putting out the information haven't even done it themselves. They're like, oh, I'm quite athletic. I look like a trainer. I'm going to be a trainer. All right, mate, you need to lose weight. Have a salad. I think oats are good, aren't they? Yeah, and... do some burpees. All right, go on then. Do you know what I mean? It's bollocks. Anyway, if you don't completely hate us, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Elite Transformation. Where is it? I think it's about now. Elite Transformation Project and
Cal Spencer training.
Right, and to finish off, mate, as ritual or tradition, what fragrance are you wearing today?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the
Oh yes, oh Timmy.
I'm wearing Bleu de Chanel EDP.
Prick.
Parfum.
Yeah, prick.
Parfum.
Yeah, well, odor prick. And I'm wearing. These words leave my mouth. Club de Nuit. Urban Man Elixir. It's actually really nice.
It's beautiful.
It's good.
Beautiful.
I can smell it. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's gorgeous, mate. Honestly.
So if you want to learn more about fragrances, mate, join our page because we're both obsessed with fragrances, and why the fuck not?
Boom.
Good Power, baby.